Today we meet Kim, a 45-year-old woman who came to see me because she felt trapped. Finding herself eating in secret moments of stress, and then judging herself so harshly, in fact quite cruelly, in the very next moment. On the outside, she was competent, capable, and admired at work. Her team knew they could count on her. Her boss knew she would deliver. But on the inside, Kim carried a quiet secret. Whenever the pressure built too high, when her inbox overflowed, when deadlines stacked up like bricks, when the voice in her head whispered, "You're not enough," she reached for a drawer. Not just any drawer, her desk drawer. Inside it, tucked behind folders and pens, were little packets of comfort, protein bars, crackers, cookies. For a moment, as she chewed, relief, a small island of sweetness and storm. But as soon as she swallowed, another taste arrived. The bitterness of shame. I remember during our consultation, she asked me, "What can I stop? Why am I like this?" Kim's story is not unusual. It's a story of countless women who try to ease the weight they carry with food in secret moments. And then they punish themselves with self-talk soaked in shame. Before we step deeper into Kim's journey, I want to pause with you. Because the frame matters, ladies and gentlemen. The way we see this pattern matters. Our brains are not fixed, they're alive, always reshaping itself. Science calls this neuroplasticity, your ability to rewire and reroute based on what you repeat. Every thought is like a drop of water. Every word you whisper inside yourself is like a small stream. And wherever the water runs, the river deepens. If the self-talk says, "I always fail, I'm broken, I'll never change," the riverbed carves into shame and stuckness. But here's the wonder. When you begin to speak differently to yourself, when you imagine differently, the water shifts course. A new channel forms, and slowly, steadily, the current flows toward freedom, toward calm, toward wholeness. This is why the story you tell yourself matters so much. Self-talk isn't just commentary. It's construction. We are literally building our inner landscape. And when we talk about entering the inner garden, we are really talking about this. Shifting from the scorched ground of shame into a new landscape. Green, alive, nourishing. A vision of yourself rooted in true self, presence, and love. Kim's story is about learning to close the drawer of shame and open the garden within. Now, Kim was 45, managing projects, staff, and constant demands. From the outside, she looked strong. On the inside, she was exhausted. Each time the stress mounted, the drawer called her name. And with every snack she ate in secret, the neural pathway deepened. Her brain learned stress equals drawer, relief equals food, a loop carved again and again, like footsteps worn into a path. But after the last bite, a harsher voice always arrived. "Why did you do that? You're weak. You never change." This was the other loop, the loop of shame. And in time, the shame became heavier than the food itself. Kim thought she was fighting food, but really, she was fighting the story inside her head. And so I invite you now to pause. Perhaps you can get cozy and comfy, set aside whatever you're doing, and focus deeply. Because what we're about to do together is more than just a story. It's a living demonstration of your brain's gift of neuroplasticity. The way it can rewire itself when given new words, new images, new experiences. These next few moments will offer you hypnotic suggestions, gentle seeds planted in the soil of your mind, so you can taste what it feels like to step out of shame and into relief, into presence, into the wholeness of your true self. So let yourself soften, let yourself breathe, and allow this to be a small beginning, a sample of what's possible for you. Because even one experience of choosing a new thought starts rewiring your brain toward freedom. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath slow. Notice the ground beneath you, supporting you fully. There's nothing to hold up. You can rest. In fact, starting right now, anything that you hear, anything that you feel focuses you inward in a very, very special way that allows you to create the most magnificent images and thoughts in your mind. And so that means that starting right now, whatever I say, you could instantly and immediately imagine it to life. So close your eyes if you'd like, and imagine before you a door, a simple wooden gate. Beyond it lies your inner garden. And this garden is the living reflection of your true self. Not the self shaped by shame, not the self silenced by self-criticism, but the self you were before all the noise. Allow yourself to imagine you're stepping through the gate. Notice what waits for you. Maybe it's green vines. Maybe it's flowers opening. Maybe it's a fountain or a stream. This is your inner garden. It has always been here, even if you forgot. Even if the weeds grew thick, the garden never left. And perhaps you've felt it too. The drawer sliding open. The refrigerator light glowing at midnight. That whisper, "I'll be better tomorrow." But what if, just for this breath, you could pause? Place your hand softly on your chest. Feel the rise and fall, the warmth of your own body. And remember, you were never broken. The comfort you seek is not out there. It is already flowing through your veins. It is the pulse of your breath. It is the steady beat of your heart. This gentle listener is your inner garden, the place of your true self. Here, beneath the noise, your inner light shines. Here, you're held by love. Not love that must be earned. Not love that comes and goes. But love that is woven into your being. And as you stand here, you may hear it whisper, I've always been with you. I am your presence. I am your true self. I am the garden within. Repeat gently inside yourself. The inner garden is within me. The true self is within me. Love is within me. Here, now, in this breath. Each repetition is a new neural pathway. Each breath waters the roots of the garden. Each moment of presence rewrites the story. The inner garden is within me. The true self is within me. Love is within me. Here, now, in this breath. Each repetition is a new neural pathway. Each breath waters the roots of the garden. Each moment of presence rewrites the story. No longer the drawer. No longer the shame. Now, only the garden. Now imagine the drawer again. See it there, half open. This time, gently close it. Not in anger, not in punishment, but in tenderness. Because you no longer need to search there. Your hand rests instead on your heart. And you feel the garden blooming inside. Relief here. Comfort here. Sweetness here. This is the gift of the true self. This is the remembering. You were never broken. The inner garden was always yours. So, as you return now, let your breath deepen. Let your awareness expand back into the room, and know this. You can come back to your garden any time, with a breath, with a word, with a gentle remembering. Because the drawer may close, but the garden is always open. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and carry the garden with you. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, sunshine. Welcome back. If this recording resonated with you, and I hope it did, a personal session may bring even deeper relief and change. As a coach and a hypnotist who works with the power of neuroplasticity, I'd be glad to guide you. My contact information is below. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you.